Today's video message is going to be all about how to handle going through a bad time, what to do when you're going through a bad time, because we all have them. So I wanted to put this message out to give some insights, to give some guidance from our ancestors, from our spiritual teams, and from a psychology and life coaching standpoint to help each of us get through our own hard times, because we're going to have them. It's a part of life. And I just want to help you all get through them quicker, easier, and to come out better on the other side for it, okay? So that is what this message is about. Let's get into your pile selection. We have 3 groups today. Group 1, you have this crown chakra card, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Group 2, you have sacred energy, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. Group 3, you have Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. And group 4, you have temple of truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. All right, as I said, we're going to be getting some insight into how to handle it when you're going through a bad time, what to do when you're going through a bad time. We're going to get some insight from your ancestors, from your spiritual team on the purpose behind it even, why your soul chose these experiences, because our soul chose all of the experiences that we will have in this lifetime, and it's to help us grow in some way. So we're going to get some insight into how these traumatic or negative types of experiences may be helping you grow at a soul level, and what you can do in this 3D human form to help you get through it quicker and maybe learn the lessons that you need to learn in order to move on from it. As usual, timestamps will be listed in the description box below. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with your life and leave the rest for someone else. When you are ready, click on your timestamp down below, and I'll see you at your selected group. Hello, Group 1. If you chose this Crown Chakra upgrade card, this will be your message all about what to do when you're going through hard times, what it's meant for, what you may be missing, the clarity that you might need during those times, right? And you could come back and choose a different pile or even the same pile whenever there's something new that pops up in your life, when you're having a difficult time, when you're going through some challenges. Apply this to your life as it fits. The same message could apply to many different challenges that you face in life as well, but this is really just to help you gain a deeper understanding of why certain challenges may pop up in your life, what it's meant to do for you at a soul level, get some guidance from your spiritual team and your ancestors on how to best manage it in this 3D physical plane to help you move past it bigger, better, stronger. Okay? All right, Group 1, your card, Crown Chakra Upgrade, Divine Connection, Holy Experiences, Miraculous Energy. And you have this dove energy. The dove is always a symbol of peace. For your soul, one of the biggest lessons that your soul wanted to learn when you incarnated on this planet was how to keep your peace, how to not let anything steal your peace. And this is one that I know I'm definitely working on in this lifetime, and I've come really far with it, but I definitely can do more work. But a phrase that I always say to myself is, it's not worth my peace. You know, it's about living an unbothered life. And you may have seen that out there in social media and places before. And if that struck a chord with you, if it resonated with you, that's because that is ultimately what your soul has come here to learn. How to be unbothered, how to not sweat the small stuff, and I don't want to say small, I mean small, right? In the grand scheme of things, it's small, but in that moment, it may not seem so small. But your spiritual team is they would like you to remember why you came here, And it's to learn how to live this unbothered life, how to tap into that divine connection and remember that there is a purpose to everything, that everything happens in divine timing, divine order, that there are miracles all around us if we would get out of our own heads and allow ourselves to see it. I'm getting this, what's that movie? The Lakefront? It has Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock in it. And it's really interesting how it was like, oh, and also Premonition. You might be a Sandra Bullock fan. I am myself. But it's two movies about how these synchronistic things happen, and you see how they align over time, and you see how the alignment of certain things can be changed and how you can reroute the path and things like that. And that's the miracles that the universe would like you to see when you're going through hard times. Like how certain things that may seemingly appear negative or wrong, how it can actually lead to something so beautiful. And one of the messages that I'm getting for you is that when you are going through hard times in the future, to look back at the other hard times you've been through. Those hard times have led you to something beautiful in the end. And you're being called to continue to focus on that, to take solace in that, and know that that's divine protection and guidance, that this too shall pass. Okay, I'm being called to read your card for you. Okay, it says, your message. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that you have run from or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time, for you are uncovering gifts and wisdom and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Know that it's okay, and no grievances are being held against you. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is a coming home to your truest self. You are also being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. Expect to experience wonder and blessings, for you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, this has now been healed, and you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma. Ooh, that went blurry, sorry. You are connected. Group 1. You are literally an earth angel. And when you're going through hard times, it's because these challenges are meant to be placed into your path to help you grow even more on a spiritual level, to help you grow even more emotionally, to help you mature in this 3D physical form. And with that growth and maturity comes blessings. So really, once again, when you're going through hard times, when you're like, why me? When will things ever just like be good? Really look back at the hard things that you've experienced before and look at the miracles that have come out of those experiences. What did it lead you to? Did it lead you to a new job that paid you more, that you enjoyed? Did it lead you to a new friend or romantic partner? Did it lead you to an amazing vacation? Did it lead you to learning about a new part of yourself that you never knew about? Did it lead you to discovering how strong you are, how resilient you are, how creative you are? Right? Really look back at the positives that have come out of the hard times. That will help you get through any challenges that you face in the future. Next, you have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without change. Absolutely, that's what we're talking about. Challenges come into your life to help you grow and evolve. And you have this orange energy there that has to do with the sacral chakra. So one of the things that you can do when you're going through hard times is to get in touch with that sacral chakra. Do sacral chakra meditations, do yoga that focuses on the sacral chakra. Get out and do things that help you to feel creative, right? Mother yourself, however that looks for you, whether that's just giving yourself a spa day, pampering yourself, whether that's going out and doing something creative like going to a paint and sip party or baking. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but these are all the different ways that all the different things that you can do that will help you to get through challenging times within your life. And you may not be going through a hard time right now, but you might remember this video in the future. You might come back and click on it again and remember, oh yeah, this is to remind me of my divine connection with Source. I'm an earth angel. This is coming to help me grow and mature and expand. I'm going to bake some cookies, or I'm going to sit down and paint. I'm going to redecorate my home or do some landscaping. Whatever floats your boat. But these are all things that will help you going forward in the future. But let's get some advice, some guidance from your ancestors. I'm really being drawn to this dove's wings. Your challenging times are messages to you from the divine, from the universe. Messages to you that you can fly, that you can rise above, that you don't need permission to go out and do what you want to do, to make things happen for yourself. I'm feeling like oftentimes in your life, you will find challenges when it's time for you to grow and evolve, or to move on from something, to leave something behind, whatever. That is when these challenging times will come into your life, because it's like forcing you to find a new way through or above a situation. Your ancestor message says, Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Yes, you will experience challenging times, like I was just saying, when it's time for you to follow, to answer the call, so to speak. When there's something that's on your heart or in your mind that you're like, oh, I really want to do this, but you're talking yourself out of it, or you're coming up with excuses as to why you can't do something, or you don't believe in yourself enough. Tower moments, challenges will be thrown in your path to get you out of your own way. I want to say I love this for you. I mean, I don't love when people go through challenging times, but those are your wings from the universe, and you're being called to look at them that way. Those are your nudges from the universe saying, you have so much more to accomplish. You have so much more that you can do with yourself. Go out and do it. We've got you. Spread your wings and we'll provide the wind. You are strongly connected to your ancestors, group 1. You might want to also, when you're going through challenging times, try to speak to them, try to meditate on them, try to connect with them in some way, because they will be there trying to guide you through it all. Your tarot card out is the 4 of Wands. Remember that you create your own stability. You are the source of your own happiness. That is what you are being called to remember when you go through challenging times. Once again, it's not worth your peace. Nothing can steal your peace, can steal your joy if you don't allow it to. Yes, there may be things in life that don't feel great, but it doesn't have to make you poo-poo all of life, right? It doesn't have to make you become depressed about your entire life. There are still other things that you can look at and be so grateful for. There are ways that you can choose to take control and rise above, to move past, to go through whatever it is. You create your own sense of security and stability. That can be found within you, Group 1. Another reminder when you're going through hard times is to sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Once again, peace is coming up for you. It's not worth you staying up all night, right? Or it's not worth you not getting sleep. Like, this is your reminder. Nothing is worth your peace. You create that within yourself. And when challenges come up, remember that that is the universe's way of telling you that it's time to grow. It's time to change something within your life. Whether that is leaving toxic situations behind, people, jobs, habits, thought patterns. Whether that is leaving something that's not even toxic, but because there's something else waiting out for you. You know, you could have a great job. Let's say you enjoy your job, it gets the bills paid, but you could just feel like something is still missing. And you could be swallowing that feeling, being like, what's wrong with me? Something may begin to happen within that job that makes you leave because you're like, this is not where I'm meant to be. It's not worth my peace. Let's get another self-care card. There we go. Thank you. Next, we have Look for Fairies, card 30. This card comes up for me when it's saying, look for the magic. The fairies are surrounding you. You might be into fairies. Peter Pan just popped into my head, so some of you might really enjoy the Peter Pan movies. But look for fairies. Look for the magic around you. Look for the serendipitous events. Take care of yourself. Get out in nature. Take care of yourself, mind, body, soul. Once again, that sense of security and stability. Go for walks. Look at the little things in life that so many of us take for granted. Connect back to that Mother Gaia energy. That will help you. And your final card says, today I will not give in. Today I will not allow negative thoughts or feelings to prevent me from achieving happiness. Absolutely. When you go through challenging times, this is the affirmation that you should say to yourself. First off, also say it's not worth my peace. But also, do not give in. Do not give in to negative thoughts or feelings. Choose to focus on the happy things. Choose to focus on your sense of stability and security. And when in doing so, you will learn the lesson in that challenging situation. You will grow from it and you will rise above, coming out bigger, better, faster, and stronger. Group 1, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below. I know it's easier said than done, especially when you're going through hard times, because sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees. And if you feel yourself in that situation, feel free to reach out to me at my website, listed down in the description box below. Thank you, beautiful star, for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. This will be your message about what you should do when you're going through hard times. How the best way for you to handle challenging times in your life. The card that you selected is Sacred Inner Peace, Sacral Chakra, Tenderness, Sensuality. You should have been drawn to another pile because I'm already feeling a similar energy. If you were, I suggest you go watch that pile. Also, okay, for you, your soul means purpose in coming here. This is the lesson that it wants to learn, and that lesson is that sacred inner peace. It's growing through those hard times, like a lotus. A lotus begins its life down in the mud, down in the muck, and it grows and pushes its way up to the sun. That is you over and over in life. And I really want you to take that imagery with you going into the future. Your spiritual team really wants you to take that imagery with you going into the future. And my heart chakra is lighting up for you. Like, there is so much love surrounding you, group 2, that I don't know if you realize it. I don't know if you feel it all the time. And they're wanting me to convey this message to you that you are so incredibly loved. You are surrounded by love. Even when you feel like you're down in the mud. Even when you feel as though you're down in the mud, down in the dark, unable to see a light ahead of you, unable to feel support and love around you. It is there if only you allow yourself to tap into it, to tap into that place of inner peace. You're being called to also tap into your sacral chakra when you are going through challenging times. Meditation, getting out in nature. Water is actually really especially good for you, group 2. Doing exercises that will strengthen your sacral area, like that lower abdominal area. Being creative, cooking, painting. I'm seeing pottery in my mind's eye. Maybe some of you have always been interested in pottery or candle making. That also came up. Do those things. Those will help you to regain your peace, regain your sense of stability when you are going through hard times. Let's read your card for you. Oh, also sensuality. Do things that make you feel good, that make you feel sexy. You might even decide, choose to have some sexy time when you're going through a challenging time. It's getting dolled up for you, going out getting your nails done, going out getting your hair done, a facial, going to the spa, whatever. These are all things that help you to reconnect with your inner peace. Because I feel like sometimes when you're going through challenging times, group 2, you forget to take care of yourself. You forget to mother yourself, to pour into yourself because you're so focused on everything else. You might have a bit of like a obsession type of energy when you're going through something because you just want to deal with it and get it done. But sometimes you can't just force your way through things. You're being called to tap into that feminine energy. That's something that your soul really wanted to learn in this lifetime, was how to tap into that feminine energy of allowing. Allowing is the word that comes up for you. All right, sacred inner space. You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. Oh, is that focus? Okay. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. We were just saying that. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, you can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your flow. Yes. Sorry, that would not focus. But that's what we were just saying. You hold the power, you hold that love within yourself. You don't need to search for it outside of you. You don't need circumstances to be 100% perfect, to feel that love, to feel beautiful, to know that you are beautiful. You can give that to yourself. And when you're going through challenging times, your spiritual team wants to remind you to give that to yourself. You don't need to have a reason to get dolled up. You can get dolled up just to go to the grocery store. You're still gonna turn heads, and that's still gonna make you feel good, group 2. You could decide to plan an outing, go out with some friends, go out with your partner when you're going through challenging times. Get your mind off of things. Don't get so bogged down in what's happening that you forget just how beautiful you are, that you forget that you can still have fun. Here we go. Your first card out is purpose. I know what I am here to do. When you go through challenging times, it's because your spiritual team is trying to remind you of what you're here to do. And that what you're here to do is to tap into that feminine energy, to tap into that sacral chakra energy of going within, using that crown chakra with this purple energy to tap into the divine, to tap into the higher meaning to all of it, to know that there is a purpose to everything, and to allow things to flow as they're meant to flow. I feel like you might have some control issues, group 2, and that's okay. A lot of us do, including myself. But those control issues, like, that's that masculine energy. That's that toxic masculine energy. These are things that you learn from past experiences, past challenges, and traumas. However, in this lifetime, the purpose of your soul was to learn how to allow yourself to flow through things, to trust in the divine timing and purpose of it all. Underneath the deck, you have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Once again, as I was saying, I feel like sometimes you may have a tendency to forget to take care of yourself, to mother yourself, to know that you can't control everything, and sometimes you have to let things go and focus on the positive. You have to go within and find that love. Just another reminder, do not forget to take care of yourself when you are going through hard times. A message from your ancestors says, seer, see beyond the current situation. Absolutely. Don't get bogged down in the details, group 2. Once again, that obsessive energy that I was feeling, like you can get so focused on the details that you forget to look at the bigger picture. When you're going through challenging times, you're being called to retreat, to focus on doing what makes you feel beautiful, what makes you feel good. And in those moments, that's when you're going to be able to see that bigger picture. That's when you're going to have those light bulb moments and be like, oh, that's why this is happening. I ignored these red flags. I didn't set boundaries where I should have been setting boundaries. Whatever. Insert. This person, XYZ, right? That's when those eye-opening moments will appear to you, and that's when that healing can come in. Bottom of the deck, you have set your sights higher, stargazer. I feel like you can also have a tendency to settle, group 2. And when you have challenging moments, they are coming in because you're settling, because there's something more, better meant for you. And the universe is like, it's that tower moment. They're like, nah, we're not doing this. We're not going to settle here. It's time to get moving. It's time to pour that love into yourself, right? Don't settle in bad situations waiting for someone to love you when you don't need their love. You can love yourself. Don't settle for jobs that you're unhappy in. Why? Waiting for people to acknowledge how great you are. You don't need anyone or anything's approval or validation. When you are going through challenging times, your ancestors, your spiritual team would like to remind you that the only approval and validation that you need is from yourself. So give that to yourself. Give it to yourself by treating yourself right. Give it to yourself by tapping into your spiritual team. Throughout life, you will continue to experience hard times whenever you settle for less than you deserve, group 2. Ace of Pentacles. Set your sights higher. See beyond the current situation. New beginnings. And underneath the deck, you have the Ace of Swords. Oh, I love that for you. Group 2. When you are going through challenging times, it is because there is something new waiting for you on the other side. Once again, don't settle. Don't stay stuck somewhere because it's comfortable. Don't stay in a relationship because you're worried that there might not be someone else there waiting for you on the other side. Don't stay in a dead-end, thankless job because it pays the bills. Don't stay living in that same neighborhood because, it's comfortable enough. You've been there your whole life, whatever it is. When you experience challenges in this world, the majority of them, the bottom line, will be because you have settled in some way. And they come up to get you to use your voice, to set some boundaries in your life, to set some new boundaries that weren't there before, to begin a new way of being, to begin a new life for yourself, to set some new structures in place for yourself. And those structures, those boundaries, that voice will always lead back to your own inner love and divine energy. It's so beautiful. Another message that's coming up. 7 of Cups is underneath your Ace of Swords. You have so many more options than you realize in life. You don't have to settle. You have so many more options than you realize. And your spiritual team would like you to remember that when you're going through hard times, there are options available to you. But you're not going to see those options if you're focusing on the small details. Pull yourself out of it. Go out, have some fun, treat yourself, pamper yourself, do whatever you need to do to help yourself to feel beautiful, to feel loved, to feel good and comfortable in your own skin. And in those moments, or shortly thereafter, that is when you will get these light bulb moments, these epiphany moments. This is when things will appear more clear to you about what you should do next. Just be. Allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. Exactly. Remember that when you're going through hard times. You don't have to be or do anything for anyone else but yourself. You don't owe anyone else anything. You owe it to you. You owe it to your soul, because your soul had a purpose. It had a master plan. And you owe it to yourself to fulfill that purpose, whatever that may be. And then you also have spend time with animals, card 48. When you are going through hard times, spending time around animals will be very, very beneficial for you. Underneath that, you also had positive affirmations, card 41. Also, positive affirmations will be very good for you. Remember, listen to the positive affirmations on YouTube. You might even have a mantra that sticks with you throughout life. Repeat that to yourself. One that I say is, it's not worth my peace. Another that I say is, I know who I am, right? Find your mantra. Keep that with you. Also, another one that I like to hold on to is the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That one prayer has brought me so much peace, because it allows me to discard the things that I know I have no control over. But what I can control is myself. What I can control are my thoughts, are my actions. What I can control is how I pour into myself in those times. Right? That's a really strong message for you. Spend time with animals and allow yourself to just be. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be 100% on all the time. Do what feels good for you in that moment. Do what makes you feel good, what makes you feel beautiful. Do what will clear your headspace. allow you to feel less stressed. Go to the zoo. You might really like the zoo. Go for walks around water. Do some star bathing. Sit outside or go for a walk at night and look up at the stars. These are all things that will be very beneficial to you when you're going through challenging times, and they will help you to get through them that much quicker. Here is an affirmation for you. It says, today I am excited. Today is going to be the best day ever. Yes, tell yourself that. When you're going through hard times, remind yourself. Tell yourself, this is going to be the best day ever. Don't go into the day begrudgingly. Don't go into the day waiting for that other shoe to drop. Stay positive. Stay focused on the good things that are happening. Pour that love into yourself, and you will soon see that you get through this problem. So this has been your message, Group 2, of what you can do, the best way for you to handle challenging times in your life, and what it means. If this resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment down below. I am a certified life coach, so if you would like some help working through any hard feelings or coming up with new routines that will help you to get through any challenging situations in your life, feel free to reach out to me at my website down below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you follow this guidance when you might have some challenging situations come up, because we all do. It's never ending, right? This is life. And I hope it helps you to get through these challenges quicker, more peacefully, and come out the other side stronger, faster, smarter. I will see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 3. This will be your message all about what you should do when you're going through challenging times, the best way to handle it, and what these challenges may mean for you, the sole purpose of why you're experiencing them. All right, your card says Arcturian Light Codes, Evolutionary Downloads, Recalling Power, Future Thinking. So when you go through challenging times, Group 3, it's because of your sole purpose, which is to download new information, or not even new, download information from the heavens, from the divine, and to internalize that yourself and spread it out into the world. For some reason I have the song Closing Time going through my head. I'm seeing like the downloads coming in, and this heart space where all of this light and knowledge and love is just thrusting out of this person. This is you. This is your purpose on this planet. This is your soul's purpose when you incarnated on this planet. So when you are going through challenging times, it's because you are meant to learn something through that situation, and you're meant to share it with the world. And you are birthing, oh my gosh, I'm getting the tingles all over for you. Wow, you are powerful, Group 3. Every end that you experience within life, whether that is every end, right? Growing up, relationships, jobs, learning something financially, a loss of innocence even. It's to help you birth something new into this world. It's to help you drop some knowledge onto the world around you. Whether you are doing this intentionally or just through being yourself. I think for the majority of you, this comes with just being yourself. Some of you may end up having some sort of platform in this lifetime, whether on social media, you could write a book, you could be an actual teacher of some sort. But you are the teacher to all of us. You came here to be a leader to the rest of us, Group 3. So for that, I thank you. And so I'm just tingling all over. I have the chills. You might not be recognized for all of this knowledge that you lay on us, but at a soul level, you already know what you do. It's almost like being a mom, right? Many people say that being a mom is a thankless job because you're teaching these children so much, and they don't see it in the moment. Many of us realize it later in life. Sometimes it's too late to say thank you for that. But you bring so much to us. Thank you, group 3. I see you, group 3. I see what you bring to the world. I see what you share with us. And I'm saying thank you. The universe is saying thank you for being that vessel. Your accolades will come at some point. It might not appear in the form that you would like them to appear, group 3, but they will show up. Whether that is you finding that soulmate and having that fairy tale life that you want, whether that is you being able to live comfortably, not having to worry financially, whether that's you being surrounded by loving, caring people, it's going to appear in each of your lives differently. But your good deeds do not go unnoticed. Your good deeds will not go unrewarded. That was a little bit off topic, but your spiritual team wanted that to come out, group 3. Okay. Oh, see, I'm already shuffling. I got distracted. Let's read your card for you. Arcturian light codes. Okay. You can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane tasks in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you have been having recently. If you have been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you are being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from the heavens. Arcturians are with you. Oh, I love that. Group 3. Look up the Arcturians. It might answer some questions for you about who you are, about why your life has gone the way it's gone. But ultimately, the Arcturians, you created this soul plan with them to come to this planet, to seed the light, to share the knowledge with us. So you may have found that you have gone through many challenging situations within your life, that you have experienced many hardships. What is that phrase? With great power comes great responsibility or something like that. I can't remember. But basically, that's kind of what it comes down to you. You have this amazing power. And because of this amazing power, you will have to go through more things than probably many other people will go through, because you have a bigger purpose here. You have a greater purpose. And people around you may not see it. You may not even realize it yourself. You could get caught up in, why me? Why does this always happen to me? But when you are going through those times, you're being called to remember this video and ultimately remember this message, that you have a greater purpose. And in that, there is this higher sense of responsibility, and where your soul agreed to have these experiences so that you could learn from them and share that with the world, so that hopefully the world, the people around you, the people who see what you go through, the people that you may teach if you decide to be some sort of teacher or have a platform of your own, they will find solace. They will not have to experience the hardships that you have experienced. You may be able to help them get through those hardships quicker and easier than maybe you did. And the weight of that can feel so heavy at times. But know that you are such a divine, beautiful, powerful being, and that you would not have agreed to this assignment if you could not handle it. That is a big message that is coming through. You would not have agreed to this if you could not handle it. So whatever comes your way, trust that you can handle it, that ultimately you will know what to do. This next card that came out is indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life with the crown chakra. More crown chakra energy. What you can do when you're going through challenging times, what you should do to help you get through it easier, is to clear your mind and tap into that divine connection. Tap into your intuition, because your intuition, didn't I just say you will know what to do? Literally, I just said that. You will know what to do. You have the answers. You have a direct connection to source. You can stream those answers. You can download those answers. You don't have to be lost or feel stuck. You get stuck when you get into this energy of when you let fear take control, when you let anxiety or depression take control. That is when you get stuck. But if you remember this, that you know what to do, that you come from a powerful family of beings, that you are connected to this family, and that they are there to help you and support you and guide you, you can do anything. You can figure out these challenges and you can breeze through them, and you can share that with others. You can teach others how to do the same. Underneath the deck, you have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Exactly. Don't get bogged down by how something is not going the way that you would like to go. Also, next, you have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yes, trust what is happening right now. Trust that you can see things clearly, and that you are being guided, and that you are connected to this big, powerful family. Many of you may feel alone in this lifetime. Many of you may feel like you have to do things yourself. And I know the feeling. I empathize. However, you're being reminded to try to remember that you have the biggest soul family out there, and that they are surrounding you, helping you to get through whatever it is that you're going through. Trust that you can tap into your intuition, and that you will see the way, through and out. Love yourself through it. Try to see the good in everything that happens in your life. Everything happens for a reason. It happens for a purpose. Once again, you may not get those accolades. You may not get that validation from other people, but you can give it to yourself. And your spiritual team, they're trying to pour it into you. I feel like you may be someone who quite often gets the tingles, because I've had the tingles the whole time I've been in your energy. You might be someone who, you have all the clair abilities. You have clairsentience. You can feel things. Like, you have claircognizance. You just know things sometimes. You are clairaudient. You might get that ringing in your ears. You might sometimes feel like you might hear people, right? And you have clairvoyance as well. Sometimes you can just see things. I'm being drawn to the movie Dune, so you might be someone who's into that type of stuff, or into that movie Dune, the Dune series, Star Wars, maybe even Harry Potter, Twilight, things like that. But it's because you possess these powers that these people have in these stories. You are them. this lifetime, your purpose is to learn to tap into them and to trust those abilities within yourself. You've got this. Pour the love back into yourself. The love and the validation and the affirmation that you're looking for outside of you, pour it into yourself. Which is another reason why if you ever feel alone in life, that is why. Because you're being called to learn how to pour that into yourself, how to give that to yourself. And I know that that is very difficult. So I'm not trying to make light of any of this, but I hope it just brings you some comfort to know that there's a purpose to all of it, that there's a reason behind all of it. You may find yourself alone quite often. You may even be surrounded by people, but just feel alone, feel unseen, right? And that's because you are meant to have time to yourself where you can think about things, evaluate things, find the answers, receive these downloads, stream this information from the divine, and then share it through your heart center. Share it through your words, through your work, through your actions. And another message is that people love you way more than you realize. You just don't see it because oftentimes, I'm not going to say you never see it, but oftentimes you don't see it because you are in a whole nother world of your own, and you're meant to be. You're in this world of the divine, receiving this information, and you can't always be completely present when you're doing so. But you can disconnect at times and tap more into this 3D physical realm, learning how to enjoy it more, seeing the beauty within all of it. The main energies that are here trying to connect with you are your Arcturian family. Those are your ancestors. I mean, they are here strong for you. You might really be connected to the stars, to the supernatural, thinking about extraterrestrials, like all of those things. If you are, that is confirmation that yes, you are not of this world. You are not just a soul, here. You are from this alien family, so to speak. You are from this higher level family. Do some research into it. I feel like you're going to be surprised by what you find. Group 3. Nope, none of those cards want to come out for you, so we're going to move on. The Arcturians are here. They've already said all they want to say. You are here to see the light. You are here to receive that information, to stream that information and share it with the world around you. Your endings offer new beginnings to not only yourself, but everyone who comes into contact with you. Like the way you speak, the way you treat people, the thoughts, whatever, the way that you just carry yourself. Those activate people in a way that you will probably never know. Your kindness, your smile, your laugh. Oh, such a beautiful energy. Not getting a whole bunch of information on what you should do, but I feel like it's mostly coming down to remember just how wonderful you are. Remember who you are. You are this powerful being who was brave enough to enter into this low vibrational world to help bring light to those who are here. And it's a hard journey. It's a hard mission, but you chose to embark upon it because you were strong enough to do so. So remember who you are. Your tarot card that came out is the Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like it came out in reverse because your spiritual team is wanting you to remember Next, we have the Eight of Wands underneath that. Your spiritual team would like you to remember that it's okay to pull yourself back. You don't always have to be filling up other people's cups. You don't always have to be rushing forward to accomplish, to do. It's okay to just be. You could have been drawn to another group. If you were, I suggest you watch it. It's okay to just be. Oh, look, and it's on the bottom of the deck here. Just be. Allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. Yeah, absolutely. Pour love back into yourself. I feel like you may be someone who gives a lot to the people around you. You're always showing up for people. You're always trying to help other people feel good. When you are experiencing challenging things, it's because you're being called to take a pause and pour back into yourself. In doing so, you will be receiving new information from the universe that you are meant to share with the rest of us here on this planet. Either by purposefully teaching us, by doing it in your actions, by doing it in your words. Eight of Wands here is a card of communication. Once again, pull back, communicate with the universe, communicate with your own intuition, because you know what's going on. You are so much smarter and more powerful than you think. So you've got this. You've literally got this. Remember that. At times when you are going through something, you might be called to travel, to just get a change of scenery. If you are, do so, because that will also help you greatly. You could just decide, if you have a bike, hop on that bike and go somewhere. Take a little road trip, take a short weekend getaway, whatever it is to help you reset and recharge. Get some self-care cards for group 3. All right, next you have change a bad habit, kill a bad habit, drinking, overeating, or anything else not serving you. When you're going through hard times, don't fall into bad habits, okay? Don't allow them to take hold of you in any sort of way. Underneath that, you had glow up. Take a day to spoil yourself. If it makes you beautiful, then do it. Absolutely. Pour back into yourself. Pour that love into yourself, group 3. You can't just give and give and give to everyone else and never fill your own cup. You might find yourself, when you're going through some hard times, you might be more lax, right, on how you take care of yourself. You might not be as active. You might eat all that junk food. You might drink a bit more. You might dabble in some other substances. Speak negatively to yourself. Go back to that ex that you knew was no good for you. Go back to that friend that you knew was no good for you. Don't do that. Those things set you back. And in this lifetime, your soul came here to evolve to the highest level that it can evolve to. And these things will set you back, and you will have to start all over. So oftentimes when you are going through challenging moments, it's because there has been some sort of setback that has come into your life, and that challenge is trying to make you aware of that bad habit that you're doing and trying to bring it to your awareness to make a change, to do something different. When you are experiencing challenges, it is because you're being called to pour more love into yourself, to pull back your energy from people, places, things around you, and to love yourself. Because the level of love that you need, that level of positive energy that you need, is not the same for everyone else. It is not. You require more because you are a higher being. That's not to say that all people don't deserve love or need love. We do. But you are such a bright light. You are such purity. You are the essence of purity, that this world and its lower vibrations can have a really strong effect on you. That you seeing bad things, you seeing negative things in people, and hearing people complain and doing all that can have a really strong effect on you. So when you're going through challenging times, it's because you need to pull back your energy and focus on you for a bit. Next, you have Use Your Hands, card 53. When you find yourself going through bouts of anxiety, indecisiveness, these are all indicators to you to pull back your energy, focus on yourself. And an easy way for you to, I would say, get out of your head, get out of these higher chakras and more into your body, reconnecting with yourself, is to use your hands. Do some pottery. This actually came up in a different pile, so if you were drawn to another pile, please go watch it. Do some pottery, bake something, garden, do some landscaping, paint your house, move around your furniture, whatever it is. Do something, I feel, a bit more physical, and that will help you to clear out the cloudiness within your mind, to help you gain more clarity in what you should do next, okay? And then we're going to finish off with an affirmation for you that you can repeat to yourself while you're going through hard times to help you get through the situation that much quicker. It says, today I am happy. Today, happiness and love will fill my heart and soul all day. Absolutely. Focus on those things that make you happy. Focus on not letting the negativity creep into your mind, because that negativity for you is literally like poison, because you are such a high, pure, powerful being. Group 3. I hope this brought you some peace of mind. I hope it brings you some clarity about yourself and your life, and helps you to get through any challenging times that you may face in the future, because we all face them and they're going to keep happening. It's a part of life. If this resonated with you in any way, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below. I am a certified life coach, so if you would like some help finding some new habits that will help you to stay in a peaceful mind, that will help you to not get lost in indecision, please reach out to me. My website is listed down below. Thank you for being here and sharing your beautiful, beautiful energy with me, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 4. This will be your message all about the best way for you to handle challenging times. We're going to get some insight into your overall soul's plan and why challenges may come up in your life, and then also get some advice on the best way for you to deal with them and to get through them and through to the other side, bigger, better, faster, and stronger. All right, your card, Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, Self-Expression. So your soul plan in this life was learning how to strengthen and use the throat chakra, how to be authentic to yourself and to find your own sense of self-expression. You were meant to learn in this lifetime to not follow the crowd. You are meant to be the trendsetter, right? Yeah. Wearing blue, being around the color blue, being around water will be very beneficial for you when you are facing any challenges within life. But when you are facing challenges, it's because there is some area in your life in which you are not being your authentic self. There is some area in your life where you need to speak up, make a change, maybe set some boundaries. I just heard, let the floodgates open. So you might be someone who has a tendency to hold back and not always speak up. You might just be trying to be polite. You could, just be trying not to rock the boat, or however you want to say it. But this comes at a cost to you, group 4. And you're in this lifetime. Your soul's plan, your soul's purpose was to learn how to step more into your own power when it comes to speaking up for yourself, stating your demands, placing those boundaries, living your life the way that you want to live your life, not acquiescing to the demands and wants of others. But let's read your card for you. Temple of Truth. All right, your message. When you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There is an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that, in fact, the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. This gateway coming to you today is a message that there is something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. Absolutely. Once again, like I just said, when you are experiencing challenges in life, it is because there is some truth that wants to come out of you. So, when you're dealing with a challenge, really take some time to tap into your emotions, to tap into what your body is trying to tell you. You have the gift of clairsentience. You have clear feeling, right? You know when something just doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good. And you may not express that right away, or you may not act upon that. But when you do not act upon these things or express it, that is when challenges will arise in your life. That is when the universe is basically trying to put you back onto your soul's path and get you to move forward by doing whatever it is that you need to do that is authentic to yourself. First card is Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Absolutely. You might have a tendency to sell yourself short, to not go after things because you're telling yourself that you can't do them, but on a soul level, you already know how to do it. You just have to tap into that leadership quality of yourself, into that drive, and make it happen. Underneath the deck, change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Absolutely. Nothing can grow or evolve. Nothing will be resolved or fixed if you don't speak your truth, if you don't live your truth. Any periods of challenges or tumultuousness that come up in your life, it's coming up to help you grow. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness with more blue energy in here. Group 4, your soul came here because it just wanted to grow and expand as much as it possibly could in the time that it had here. So when you feel like you're going through a hard time, when there's challenges that are coming up, remember this video. Remember that it is coming up because this is a reminder to you that you need to grow in some way. Your soul is yearning to expand in some way. Whether that is put your foot down in a situation, whether that is to be authentic to you and, I don't know, choose to do that thing that you want to do that no one else around you thinks is a good idea, whether that is you choosing to dress the way that you want to dress or act the way that you want to act, as long as it's not hurting anyone, why not, right? It's you doing you. That should be your motto in life. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me. You do you. I'll do me. What is that song? Just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me, and I'll be me. What is that song? Yeah, like that is your soul in a nutshell. That is why your soul came here. It wanted to be itself. And your purpose in coming here was to learn to be yourself, even when everyone else or everything else around you is telling you to be someone different. You do you. It came to help you to learn how to also find acceptance in other people's decisions. Let it go. Let it be. Like the song says, they can do them. As long as it's not hurting you or anyone else, what's the harm in it? But you also have to learn to do and be you. I need a crystal because I need to cover this card up. But your tarot card out is the Moon. There is so much waiting to be discovered within you. And you can be whatever you want to be. The Magician energy showing up. You can do and be whatever it is that you want to be because you can create it for yourself. But you have to be willing to allow yourself to do that. You don't have to fit into any sort of molds. You don't have to live your life in order to make other people happy. You're here to make yourself happy. You're here to, once again, be yourself. You living your authentic truth allows other people, it gives other people the freedom to do the same. Right? It's like someone who, I always use the same example. I don't know why, but someone who wants to be a ballerina, but their family's trying to make them be a dentist. You do you. Someone who may be interested in the same sex, but their family's trying to make them be with the opposite sex. You do you. Someone who, they might want to dye their hair purple, but everyone else around them is like, that's not professional. No, you do you, boo. You're not hurting anyone. You're just being yourself. And that is what will ultimately make you the happiest. And keep that in mind whenever challenges come up in life. Don't acquiesce to anyone else. Listen to your heart. Listen to the call of your soul and answer that call. I was just shown the Teenage Kraken movie. You might want to watch it, or that could be a movie that you enjoy, resonate with in some way. But you have the crown chakra, the throat chakra, and the sacral chakra all coming out in this lifetime. Your purpose, and when you have challenges, all leads back to this one thing of learning how to tap into your own sacred energy, that sacral energy, of being yourself, of speaking your truth, and having a positive mindset, but also a mindset of perseverance. Like, I'm not going to let anything stop me from being who I am. All right, so when a challenge comes up in your life, think about how you are maybe not being authentic to yourself. Did you hold your words when someone said or did something around you that you didn't agree with? Did you let someone walk all over you because you didn't want to rock the boat? Did you change the way that you look in order to make other people feel more comfortable, right? Look at all those things. And in doing so, your intuition is going to be very loud. Your intuition is going to tell you what you need to know. And then when you know that, you create the necessary change and you will have fixed your problem. All right, your messages from your ancestors. You have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Once again, more about that throat chakra. And then you also have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Exactly. Let people do them. Let it go. Let it be. Why don't you do you and I do me? Back to that song. If I remember what that song is called, I will post it next to your timestamp. But that's exactly what you're here to learn. You came here to learn how to not be judgmental of other people, but to also not be judgmental of yourself or take on other people's judgments of you. You do you, I do me. We're not hurting anyone. We're okay. You don't have to agree with what other people are choosing to do with their life. If it's not hurting you or anyone else, let it go. And vice versa. In your moments of challenge, those are your moments to learn more about yourself, to uncover more about yourself. Just be. This has come up in so many groups, so if you are drawn to more groups, please watch them. Allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. Yes, be you. You don't have to force yourself onto anyone else, but don't let anyone force themselves, their thoughts, their opinions, their views onto you. I feel like part of what your soul came here to do was to like live this, what's the term I'm looking for? This neutral sort of existence. Like underneath the deck here, you have see the beauty. Learn to find the beauty in everything. See the world for all of its aspects. You're meant to come to live this neutral type of existence, like not judging other people for how they want to live their life, but seeing the beauty behind them being authentic to themselves, still finding the beauty in what they choose to do, but also vice versa. Not allowing people to judge you or hold you back from what you want to do. Seeing the beauty in who you are, even if it's different from those around you. Seeing the beauty in what makes you unique, what makes each of us unique, and finding peace and harmony within all of that. This is the energy of like the very wise old soul. You know, like you've lived, you've seen some things, and ultimately when you get down to it at the end of the day, it's like you're the, I don't want to say the, but I'm going to say it, the little old lady who, you know, like the sage, the shaman, whatever in that community that everyone goes to for guidance, for support, because you're not going to judge them. You're just going to offer them pure love in what you have to say. It's beautiful. Next, you have dance. When you find yourself in challenging situations, it is important for you to move your body, to keep moving, to dance, to listen to music, to maybe do rituals that make you feel good. Maybe get out and look at the stars. Go for a walk underneath the stars. Get together with friends if you're able to do so and just have a good time. to get out of your head, back into your body, and just focus on feeling good. In those moments, when you are doing so, the answers that you need will come to you. The why as to why certain things are happening in your life will come to you. That is when things will make more sense. We're going to end with an affirmation card for you. Just an affirmation that you can remind yourself of, repeat to yourself when you are experiencing challenging times, because we all experience them. It's a part of life. It's a part of soul growth at that. Today I have faith. Today I have faith and truly believe that anything is possible with the solar plexus chakra. When you're going through challenging times, you're meant to remember your strength, remember your power, remember that you get to choose who you are and other people get to choose who they are. And have faith and believe that anything is possible. Have faith and believe that you can achieve these things that you want to achieve. Have faith that you speaking your truth, you placing boundaries, won't make people run away from your life. Have faith that if certain people do leave your life because you spoke your truth or your boundaries, that they weren't the right people for you, and that the right people will enter your life when it's time. Have faith that we can live in a world where we get to make our choices based on ourselves, and that it will be okay. I am a certified life coach, so group 4, if you ever have any issues that you would like to speak about, of how to accept yourself, how to break free from tradition, so to speak, and live your own life, follow your own path, you can reach out to me down below at my website. It's listed down in the description box. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me, and I hope to read for you again very soon. Goodbye.